Mulkev Prince as the first to show. There was no definite obvious front runner in this lineup, but Mulkev Prince is cutting away from them. Shadian in second, Geos in third. They just let the leader go as they approach the first of 8 flights. Mulkev Prince by a full dozen lengths. Shadian, Geos, then Copeland, and then towards the outside is Quakers Field. Miss Ema, the colours are changed from the papers. She's in green with maroon spots. The leader cleared the second flight and about to pass the stands. And Rodock was very untidy at the second flight and is currently stone bonking last as they run past the stands then. And Mulkev Prince with a huge advantage passing the judge. It must be a good 25 lengths. So in second place, Copeland, then Geos and Shadian the inside. Next is Temper Lad from Merigliano and Miss Ema in the midfield. A bit worse for midfield, then Native Dara on the inside, Quakers Field out wide. The last 3, Majesty, Dane Gold, and Rodock is still last under the champion jockey, Tony McCoy. Down away from the stands they go, ground falling away from them, and it's still Mulkev Prince. Light that has faded sharply in the last 15 to 20 minutes. Mulkev Prince by still 20 to 25 lengths as they continue on this long run towards the back straight. Chasing in second place is Copeland, and then Shadian from Geos. Back on the inside, Native Dara. Merigliano was hanging as they took the right-hand turn. Rodock, the favourite, still well back. 11 to 8 market leader, Copeland 7 to 1, Geos at 9s along with Miss Ema, and 11 to 1 Bar. Mulkev Prince is over the first down the back, still a long way ahead of Copeland in second. Shadian, Geos and Merigliano and Native Dara, and then Temper Lad as the leader comes towards the next and he's over safely. Back in the midfield, Miss Ema. Rodock has passed 1 or 2 that though again wasn't too quick at that. Dane Gold, Majesty out the back door, and last of all now is Quakers Field. Continuing along the back straight then towards the next. The leader just flashed his tail momentarily as he approached it. Mulkev Prince by a good 20 lengths. Copeland over in second. In third is Shadian. Then behind Shadian is Geos, Merigliano and Native Dara, and then Miss Ema. Rodock on the inside as they take the last on the far side of the course. That was 3 from home, but still a very long way to go. Quakers Field is completely tailed off. And can they catch this here? It's Mulkev Prince and Robert Thornton still out in front, but they are beginning to close on him. Copeland in second place, and then Shadian on the inside as now they leave the back straight behind them. Geos is travelling pretty well in fourth. From then Native Dara. Rodock is now improving into 6th place, obliged to race slightly wide but making swift headway around the outside of horses as they approach the final turn. Miss Ema is also improving slightly on their heels from Majesty. Merigliano's got a lot of work to do from way back. Temper Lad, then Dane Gold, and finally Quakers Field. Copeland ranged up alongside Mulkev Prince, running to the second last. He gets to work on Rodock into 3rd place now as his stable companion Copeland strikes on. Martin Pipes won this race 5 times in the past. Can he make it 6? He looks likely at the moment. Copeland in front from the better fancied Rodock. Then in 3rd place is Native Dara in the sheepskin noseband. Geos in the blue cap from Mulkev Prince and Miss Ema. Racing towards the final flight is Copeland on the far side. On the near side, Rodock. Copeland in front by length to Rodock. Can Rodock reel in his stable mate? They're racing wide apart as they are settled up for the hill. Copeland drifting right on the far side. Rodock under the Tony McCoy drive on the near side. Copeland just in front. Rodock is thundering on the near side. Copeland tying up. Rodock trying hard. Oh! Copeland maybe far side of Rodock. It'll go to the judge. Geos in 3rd, then in 4th Native Dara. Behind these came Mulkev Prince and Majesty, then Miss Ema, who never really got into it. From Temper Lad, Shadian and Dane Gold, Quakers Field and Merigliano, a very disappointing last. Well, they were wide apart. Copeland looked as though he might just have held on under David Casey. From Rodock, who was rallying strongly. Oh, it's close though, it's close. It's a very difficult angle. We're not quite on the line there. Rodock was the fast finisher on the near side under Tony McCoy. Copeland, those last few strides, beginning to find him out. He was getting very tired, the legs turning to jelly. And we wait for the judge at the end of this William Hill handicap hurdle.
Well, they'll be clearing the beds in the coronary unit for the Rodock supporters after that. Has Rodock got up to land the scoop 6, or has Copeland held on? the so-called stable second string. John, that is devilish close.
Well, it didn't look as though he was going to get within 2 lengths of Copeland, jumping the last. This horse quickened up nicely for David Casey, had the rail to run against, and Tony McCoy got his whip in his left hand, got a really good run out of Rodock. Result just coming through.
Rodock, and at number 11, Copeland.
Well, not the result, it was just confirming the photo finish between number 1 and number 11, but let's have another look at this. Blinkers on Copeland on the far side, really woken this horse up. A good fast run race over 2 miles is what he wants. He's over the last quicker than Rodock on this side, gets away from it, and at this point, I know the angle's deceptive, but I think he's at least 2 lengths to the good at this point. Then maybe just begins to tire up, but I think this horse really gets going in the last 50 yards under Tony McCoy, and it always looks as though they're doing it when they're coming from behind. It is desperately close.